I've been doing framing for about 27 years. I've been here at this location. Be 25 years this coming November. Probably about 30 years ago, I was working for myself. I was doing apartment maintenance, and I was offered a job at a local paint store, Casey's Paint and Wallpaper, right on Middlesex Street, right there, right one street over. And Marty, the owner of Casey's, offered me a job, and I said, I said, I've never worked retail, I've never done a store, let's give it a try. So I went to work for him, and Casey's also had a framing shop in there. So he put me in charge of the framing and selling art supplies. And I kind of took to the framing. I liked it. I liked doing it. And then when Marty, folded, unfortunately, he folded. I thought maybe I could do this on my own. So I started at home. I took a room out of my house and set up a little shop and printed up some business cards and went around. And I started up. And after 2 years working out of the house, I had gotten far enough ahead that I could open up the store downtown. Well, I've always liked history. When I was in school, the subjects I excelled in were the ones that weren't going to make me any money. But history's always fascinated me. I've always liked history. I'm a voracious reader. Thanks, Mom, for instilling that in me at a young age. And I tend to like going back in time. This here is probably my favorite piece in the house. This comes from an old engraving from 1865 that I have, a Harper's Weekly, about the dedication of the Lad Whitney Monument that stands in front of City Hall. And it's in this monument, the two first people killed in the Civil War are buried in the monument. And that always fascinated me. I always thought it was an important part of Lowell for a long time, and it kind of been forgotten about. Well, hopefully I'll find somebody that's interested in the place. I'm very, very interested in having it continue, if not exactly like it is, but at least somewhat similar to what I've established. I think, there's been, efforts to turn Lowell into all kinds of things, but I think it's basically a blue-collar town, always has been, always will be. And this is the strength that keeps it together. But Lowell will survive. Lowell always has. I strongly believe it always will, regardless of what happens. It'll take its knocks, but it'll be here long after I'm gone.